King primetime action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Slot man moves right. Jackson will throw again. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
But they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here, because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3, psychologically, maybe a win for the defense.
Sly able to put this one through, and it's 3-0 Washington.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Mayfield. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Dolphins at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mayfield now from the 50. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
Delivers another one to Pierce. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
In motion goes the tight end. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Three yards remain for second down. On second down, here's Pierce.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. To throw is Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10.
And his throw here's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
That's complete to Pierce. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's third and 3.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And the Commanders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jackson's going to try the sneak. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Jackson will keep it, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1.
Here's Pierce. Is in. Touchdown, Washington. So The second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
44, point it right. Let's go, Ty. Let's go right here now. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. All you get over here.
On third down, Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson escaping the pressure right.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. Here we go. 44's the mic. Mike's 44. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, check 24.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Being chased out left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Sanders' kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground with a tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jackson.
Well, he brings it in off the deflection.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception.
to Williams on the jet sweep.
Emmanuel Agba there on the stop.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 45 on second down, Jackson.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Pierce.
A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now Jackson on first down.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Jackson on first down.
Right back to Pitts again.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
They'll run here with Pierce, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Dameon Pierce with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Flush to it. Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 2nd and 16, Mayfield.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Run. Mike, 44. Let's go. 44 is the Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Coming. 44 is the Mike.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Jackson.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Jackson's going to try the sneak, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Sly able to put this one through, and they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now
as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores, you don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mayfield.
Flushed out right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? They had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson to throw. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. He's got to complete to Waddle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Regular. Ship. Kings.
Mayfield. That's caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
44 is Mike. Check. I'm coming for you, son. Tighten up. Pistol. Mike spoke well. Go. 44 is to Mike. 44 is to Mike. Point it right.
Mayfield to throw. Going right back to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
2nd down at 4.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here. Spoke well to Mike. Mike spoke well. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 44. Real. 44 is the Mike. Watch QB draw. 44. Mike, 44.
Now Mayfield.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. So a victory here for the Commanders.
And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Commanders,
their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. And all to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You cloud chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent do. Rent got them going, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy.
them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the bulls of gods. The men, the right, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles. You need to grow. I've been watching mine, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory. My God, oh God, this is son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, heard that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it in full.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off a... Yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the sheets, heard that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
New toys, convoy, 100 carats on my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's the wreck, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm to connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. So deep in the streets, heard that baby, they meant a lot. Whenever she comes, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's right. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
Your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Nah, flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success. Getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks. Anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you hands on? You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend, go and put your pants on. Down. The best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo. So my girl got mad and she my bro.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be he's stopped up at the 25.
Now Cooper looks to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Cooper eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Brian Poole.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley.
To the 36-yard line, stop there. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Wentz.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Now, this defense for the Commanders, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The numbers for Pitts in that game a week ago.
7 catches, 106 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
Escaping the pressure right.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, there's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school, didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to this former level.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
From the 16, Cooper.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Now Wentz. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Joey Sly on for the extra point.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. Shark's got it, left side. And he goes out of... It looks like right at the 50.
6 yards left on second down.
From midfield, here's Wentz.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wentz going to try and throw on third. Flush to his right. And he lost the football.
And does Washington have it? They do.
Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Here's Cooper. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cooper will look to throw it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll try the right side here. Barkley.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over.
They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cooper.
He will find his man Chase complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Slide for the PAT.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The New York set to take the field.
And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Flushed out right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. First down now, but that clock rolling. Meanwhile, Wentz's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Wentz going to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Cooper. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him.
Finding space at the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Looking to throw. Cooper.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge, a successful one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Cooper. And now here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. On the return is Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down and 4. Cooper
swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Looking to throw. Cooper.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw again on 2nd down. Cooper. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Wentz.
That is complete downfield to Knox.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. that time. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a play fake. Wentz steps away. Completes it to Watt. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Barkley, inside handoff. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Cooper. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Cooper. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Back to throw is Cooper. Throwing on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Levante David in on the tackle.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Now Wentz. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And he gets this up just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
First down, they go right back to Pierce.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go again with Pierce. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Here's Cooper. From the gun, he'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Now on 2nd and 16, Cooper.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. Crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Cooper. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cooper. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now Cooper looks to throw. Buying time, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll push the lead up to 8.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 8, 90 seconds remaining. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon. make a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Wentz to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Wentz.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Cooper on 1st and 10.
This one finds Pierce on the out route.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Cooper. And this is incomplete.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
3rd down here.
I'm in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll look to throw again.
That's underneath to Pierce.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down. Cooper, flush to his right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One final try now for Wentz. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late. And they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Washington, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Philly to take on the Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.
I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gunso, but they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, all the titles you need to grow. I be lost your mind, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory